Just had my dinner and now back at the apartment. And I decided to do one more video today. And I know it's something that many of you are dealing with. Because sometimes they come back and sometimes they don't. Or maybe they came back a few times, but now they're not coming back anymore. Okay, so let's talk about it. When the narcissist doesn't come back. I can understand, a lot of you loved this person, you cared about them, you wanted to be with them, and they just disappeared. They didn't come back. And to say that they haven't come back, it should have been at least a few months before you can say that. Because if it's just been a couple of weeks, that really isn't enough time. You need to give it more time than that, because often they will come back after they've finished dealing with someone else. That's normally when they will come back in. And in some cases, I've heard from my clients that the narcissist has come back even 10 years later. So maybe they got involved with someone else, they got married, they had a family, and then that didn't go well. And then finally they wanted to come back 10 years later. So like I said, just give it time, at least a few months. They may still come back. For those of you who are waiting for them to come back, like I said, I understand you're hurt, you love this person, I get it. But now I am going to give you my opinion on this. When the narcissist doesn't come back, so what? Who cares? If they don't come back, that's a good thing. Remember, this person was the cause of your pain. They were the reason why you went through so many things. So if they don't come back, that's great. That means you've got rid of the problem, because they were a problem for you. And that's how you ended up watching my videos, because you were looking for a solution to the problem. So if they don't come back, that's great. Because even if they did come back, it's not like they're gonna change and be everything that you wanted them to be. They're never gonna be that. So if they disappear, you should be fine with that. Many times they won't come back because they found someone else. And I know some of you, you may feel jealous. You may think that they've just ridden off into the sunset and now they're giving everything that you wanted from them to this other person. Or at least that's how it plays out in your mind, because it never works out that way in reality. You have to remember how they were never happy with you. They were never satisfied with anything you did for them. So they're not just going to move on and be happy with someone else. It doesn't work that way. They have these insatiable desires that can never be fulfilled. If they couldn't be happy with you after everything you did for them, what makes you think they're going to be happy with someone else? And I know sometimes it may seem like they're with this new person for a long time. And in those situations, they've just found someone who was a bigger fool than you were. Because let's be honest, we were all very foolish to be dealing with these types of people. And when they move on and they stay with someone a lot longer than when they were with you, that's all that is. They've just found someone who's a bigger fool. Someone who is willing to be their doormat and let them walk all over them. That's all that really is. They've just found someone who lets them use and abuse them, which is what you wouldn't let them do to you. Because that's all they're really looking for, is someone who they can manipulate and control. They put on a show, they deceive you, they put on this act, and they're hoping that you're gonna fall for it. They're hoping that you're gonna fall hook, line, and sinker. And then they've got you. You're under their spell, you're wrapped around their finger. That's the type of person that they're looking for. A fool, an idiot. And I know if you're watching my videos, that's not who you are. You don't want to be someone's fool. You want to be more than that, because you know that you deserve more than that. So let someone else be their fool. Don't worry if they don't come back. That's my opinion. I mean, when I look at it from my perspective, if someone doesn't want me, if someone doesn't want to be with me, they don't want to come back, great. Why would I want someone who doesn't want me? It doesn't make any sense. And it shouldn't make any sense for you. Why would you want someone who doesn't want you? Listen, there could be someone out there who wants you more than anything. There could be someone out there who is crazy about you. And yet you're trying to settle for someone who doesn't even want you. Or someone who's not coming back. What's the point in that? This is why we need to remind ourselves of our standards, our expectations in a relationship. Because you should want someone who really desires you and wants you just as much as you desire and want them. You should want someone who is crazy about you, someone who really wants to be with you. If they don't want you, if they don't want that, then you shouldn't care about them. You have to treat and regard people as they do for you. So if someone doesn't love you or respect you, you shouldn't love or respect them. Forget them. Why do you care so much about people who don't care about you? If you do that, you're always going to lose. You're never going to be happy. You should care about people who care about you. That's how it's meant to work. Now let's go out here and admire this incredible view. The city really comes alive at night. I think many of you know I have a fear of heights, but I still come up here, gotta face my fears. I don't know why, I'm just thinking, what if this balcony just falls through and I fall down to the ground? Guess it could happen. It's very unlikely, but it could happen. I have a fear of heights, but I've climbed mountains. I've been to the top of some of the tallest skyscrapers in the world. You gotta conquer your fears. Don't let them control you. But I really like this view here. I'm sure Nala would enjoy it too. But unfortunately, she isn't here right now. Hopefully she will be back soon. This is what life is all about. Standing on a balcony in the middle of the city at night, talking about life. You know what I'm thinking as I'm standing here right now on this balcony looking out at this view? It actually makes me miss Malaysia. As you know, I was living there for 6 months. I spent most of my time in the city. And I do miss it a lot. Nala's actually there now. She's been living in Malaysia for about 1 year. She spent more time there than I have because it was difficult to get her to South Korea and Japan. So she had to stay there. But yeah, I really do miss Malaysia. I like all the different cultures there. All the different foods, the scenery. Who knows, maybe I will go back. I actually don't know where I'm going to go next, or how long I'm going to stay here. But yeah, I would like to go back to Malaysia again. I think I've been there 3 times now. Three or 4 times. I hop around different countries so much, so it's hard to remember. Let's take a look at the live chat. Let's see what people are saying. Peggy Sue says, great view. Miss Amy, I'm not afraid of heights. Just wanted someone to stop holding me back. Nicole Cooper says, gorgeous view. Kent, that's what life is about. Narc Survivor. Yes, definitely, that's what life's about. The natural sickle. Simple living, high thinking. The one and only says, beautiful view. Miss Amy, fear of small spaces, for sure. Claustrophobic. I also don't like tight spaces. That's why, as you can see, I'm staying in quite a large apartment. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. I do prefer large open spaces. The natural sickle says, I'm headed to Asia soon. Let me know if you're in Malaysia or Sri Lanka. Maybe we could pull out some chairs here on the balcony, look out at this view and just talk about life. I have actually met a few people already from the YouTube channel, and we did have some very interesting conversations. Batman asks, have you been to Atlanta? You know, I've actually never been to the US. It's mostly European and Asian countries that I go to. To be honest, I'm not really a fan of Western society and culture anymore. I much prefer Asian cultures. I like more traditional things. Classy Cat asks, do you have to travel or just want to? I like your name, Classy Cat. Makes me think of my cat, Nala. I don't really have to travel. I mean, I was doing a lot of videos in the UK, but I think it's more interesting when there's different backgrounds and I'm in different areas. So it is kind of part of my work. I mean, the videos wouldn't be the same if I was just in the same place every time. Sentinel 87. Does anyone watch over Nala when you are away? Yes, there is my friend, a Chinese lady in Malaysia. She's taken very good care of Nala at her home. So Nala is with someone who I trust and someone who cares about cats. She has a cat of her own as well. Okay, it's getting late, so I'm going to have a shower now and then go to sleep. Got to wake up early in the morning, get started on some new videos, read all the comments and emails. So that's it for tonight. But of course, there will be more videos very soon. You all have a great day.